Hello and welcome to Who Serves It Anyway, a show where a bunch of casual players play Dungeons and Dragons not so casually. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Garrett. This is our campaign, Ashana Rising. So, we are neck deep in vampires. Previously on Ashana Rising, most of the episode was focused on the rest of the party finding out that Hugor had died. So Maida started fighting the vampires. Sula came to try to help. Then Maida's wild magic teleported him to where the rest of the party was. So the rest of the party, when Maida arrived, decided to go sprint out of the forest because they couldn't use Cudite for some reason. She said that she couldn't cross into Cicella's territory. They had to run out of the forest before they could get to Hugor's body. Sula was left alone to fight the vampire. Maida had killed one of the vampires, and then Sula was still fighting one of the other ones. I think that's right. That's something. Let's see. What else?
Oh, you gave us 10 magic items each.
Sure didn't.
They were all really cool, like legendary.
Sure did not.
I hope it's funny early so I tell
Otto went to help Waylon fight off two of the members of the cult of Stella. They made quick work of them for heading back to the village themselves with Rui and Puff, the magic dragon. Copyright, sorry. The group got to Hugor's body and they realized Valor was also there. They had arrived basically 2 hours after Maida had teleported away. Sula had managed to kill the last vampire. Valor tells the group that it is not a certain thing that they would be able to resurrect Hugor like they did the NPCs of post-auction, who were killed by Izix. They said it's usually the king. Between Valor and Waylon, they confirmed the king usually only saves that kind of resurrection for people who are killed outside of their normal line of duty. But they would try to make a request in the morning, but it was no certain thing. They took Hugor's body and the two vampires back to Valor's mistress's house, Lulu, where the group all mourned for their friend in their own ways. Otto got a message from Satella in his head offering to bring Hugor back to life if he willingly, without any of his friends, went into the Feywild after a heartfelt goodbye to Poppy, where he left an echo for as long as he could to keep her company, before it too disappeared, as Otto disappeared into the Feywild. It was here that Otto's full past was realized. He was about 1,000 years ago, he was in the Dragon Revolution, a time where dragons ruled over the entire continent, keeping all of the other mortal races in a state of fear, working for them. He was part of a revolution after they killed his parents to basically revolutionize a fair world for all mortal beings. They learned that Emos, the missing messenger of Ashana, used to be one of his friends, a representative of the humans, he fought alongside. Shinobu, the secret keeper, was also among these people, and Otto was killed in battle fighting the dragons in the last stand, but between Shinobu and the love of his life, Satella, he was brought back to life in his current Warforged form. From there, The gods, specifically the Raven Queen speaking for them, offered the heroes of these mortal races the power of gods to help build this new nation post fighting their freedom, basically. But it turned out to be a trap of sorts. The power was too much for the 9 individuals who took on the power. Satella losing control. Otto tried to protect her, Sang, who his elven name was Atorian, tried to protect her, saying that I will always defend you, princess. And in the moment of clarity, she sends Otto through many planes and time until he finally meets Poppy, who has a passing resemblance to Stella, not an exact resemblance, but a tenuous likeness between the two, mostly in the face. Facial structure, sure, whatever. With that, though, Stella brings Hugor back to life, or so she says to Otto, before Otto starts questioning what she's doing in the present day, in which case the realm that Otto and Stella was in starts to break. Meanwhile, we cut back to the party. Poppy, who was keeping a watch over Hugor throughout the night, his body started to glow a few hours after Otto had left and his echo had disappeared. Before the glow faded and Hugor did not wake, but Poppy thought she heard breathing. And it is now a few hours after that. It is now officially morning. Hugor, make a religion check.
No. Wow, you off skills? Go for it, King.
Gonna be okay, 17.
Okay. Poppy, you see Hugor's eyes open. Hugor, you are back to life, and it feels sort of like waking from a pleasant dream, where you just remember the warm feelings of and true connection to nature. It's kind of, sort of how you feel waking up. But it's just you and Poppy in the room, and the 2 dead bodies of the vampires.
Or anything else, just got this life back. You guys got it on this.
Yep.
Yeah. Where the heck am I?
You are at Lulu's house, waking from kind of a makeshift cot.
So the middle of the night.
It is now morning, so it has been. It basically 7. Basically, the dawn just broke. So.
It's just me and Poppy in here.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Poppy, what's going on?
Oh, you're right.
Did I beat them? I beat them, right? They're dead. They're right there.
No, I think Sue did that probably.
I think it's more like that. Is one of this blackout rays.
These vampires were trying to pull out your head. It was a whole thing. You were dead. You stopped breathing.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's coming back. Damn it! Oh, Hugor, what are you doing?
But we,
Poppy, I'm so sorry for that scare.
well, yeah.
Everything okay, kiddo?
Otto left to bring you back.
What do you mean?
Well, you were dead. There was nothing we could do. We didn't have any magic, and we were too late. The woods were too far, and the shell wasn't working, and I died. And we were just so focused on bringing you back that we made a deal. The others don't know yet, and they're gonna. I don't know if I should tell them, but Otto left to bring you back.
Where did he go? Is he trapped? Is he dead? Is he dead? Is Otto dead?
No.
Or is Otto? It's not like Pop. Is Otto sleeping?
I know what death is. I pretend I don't. And maybe sometimes I believe it. But no, he's not dead. He just had to go to the cult.
I've been doing now.
No, it's complicated. Apparently, he's got this whole history, and I'm not scared that he's dead, Hugor. I'm scared he won't come back. I don't know how to live without Otto.
Well, we're not going to. Let's get the gang back together. And we're gonna go hunt down my friend.
Do you know how to get into the Feywild?
I sure don't, but I bet I know some people who do.
Okay, I'll trust you. And Poppy gets up from her spot. You can tell she's looking extra pale, like pale times 1,000, you know. She's basically glowing white all the time anyway, but very somber, very quiet. And she just, falls in line behind you, waiting for you to leave.
So where is everybody? I guess they're probably sleeping right now, right?
Oh,
Yeah, 7 a.m. I got like 3 more hours of sleep.
oh yeah. They're in the rooms. I guess I can lead the way.
Okay, I'm gonna let's go to whoever's closest. I guess start making the rounds. Like they'll be kind of surprised. They don't know what happened.
Well, they don't know you're awake yet.
Do they know I died?
Everybody knows you died.
Yeah. Oh.
What's wrong?
All right, let's go. Who's first?
Who's closest to us?
You all get the purpose of the long rest still, basically.
I guess Poppy's or not. Ruby is probably the closest. Or God here. Yeah, let's go with God. He's close. Go.
I knock on Godric's door.
They'll probably be kind of surprised.
Not.
Spot a bitch.
Godric. Hugor's alive? I open the door.
I'm gonna kick in the door like
Oh.
I'm gonna lunge at Godric going it's like a vampire trying to bring him out.
I imagine it wakes me up. And I look, and considering the dreams I've had, I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just fall over because this is 100% a dream.
I go and I tap on your shoulder. Godric, Hugor's alive. Godric.
Poppy.
Godric.
What the fuck up? I'm scared. Leave me alone. Quit tormenting me.
I grab him by his collar and I start shaking him.
Are you gonna collar on?
No, she's wearing it. Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
You grabbed my actual collar. Or my shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up. Jesus. Who's that?
Hugor's alive.
I lock eyes with him.
You'll make out.
I get up and slowly walk over toward him. Skeptical.
Dramatic music here.
I'm just looking at him.
Listen, I know this is an emotional moment.
I pull out another clove of garlic and I eat it.
I punch him in the face.
JP, is he supposed to be at when you respawn?
Full elf, but
Something you gotta do an attack.
go for it.
Shit.
13.
Let me go for it.
I just start.
What is drives the point?
I just start hitting him in the shoulder as hard as I can, which is 0 bludgeoning damage.
-1. Damn, he's healing.
And then I grab him, and I'm like, You fucking bastard. You call for help next time. Don't do it yourself. You call me.
You got it. Ought to be easy.
And I just storm out of the room. I gotta go blow off some steam.
Yep.
I'm not crying. I'm just sweating out of my eyes.
Oh, look, rain.
That's pretty good. No, I'm not gonna do that to her. I was gonna yank my back, but that's it. Yeah, that's very. I'm walking. I'm going to blow off some steam.
You go to another room.
I just walk outside back to the alley where I'm chilling this night.
You make a perception check, Godric. But Hugo or Poppy, do you go to another room and to tell some people you're alive?
Yes.
Which room?
Unnatural 20.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Whose room do y'all go to next?
Oh, mine is up there. We'll just make a lap and go counterclockwise.
We've lost men.
Make disconnected from
We
Discord.
lost Meg.
I'm here, but give me a second to bring my cannon back.
So you're going to Mida's room?
Yeah.
You knock on the door.
Good morning, Darshine. The earth says hello.
That might be a hard B kind of guy. Z's.
Why Yeah. Move my dude up here. Mida. Yeah, loud.
So eventually I wake up. Huh? Huh? What is that? What is that? Alright, come on. What are you doing here so early?
And you open the door and you see Hugor.
Mission, buddy.
Hugo? I take out my mirror.
Yep. It's Hugor.
Okay, ouch. But I wish they would.
Start crying.
It's me.
Big hug.
Big man, little man hug.
Mom's gonna make it around you fully.
Yes. I'll give you guidance.
Yourself.
You were there. You said you could get out. You said you got let you because you said you could get out.
I can't explain it to you for role-playing reasons.
I tried so hard, but it was a 2v1 and I could just provide support from range or else I would go down.
Me too.
Ugh.
Well, we've got another mission at hand.
Okay, you're important than talking with you.
Hey, hop up on my shoulder, buddy. We don't gotta go anymore.
Stop complaining. Like,
Yep.
you should do it. Making sure I still feel them.
And just give it a little pats.
Yep.
To go to Issa's room. And walk to the door.
Isa.
We're gonna do Issa. Let me go down the brewery's room.
For non-role playing reasons, that works great for me because I'm just now powering my computer back up.
You're just what?
I'm just now powering the computer back up. So if we had a conversation with Issa, I wouldn't have heard her at all. I'd be like, yep. Yep.
Anyways. No. Good morning. I do a little. Try to. Elephants can whistle, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like a little birdie. Like, I don't know, I can't do it. Trying to be friendly in a birdie way. Whatever, I just knock.
Ruby, do you awake?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm a light sleeper from my days hiking, so it just took me a second. Who's there?
Hugor.
I'm stomping over to the door. No, I know that's a lie because my friend Hugo.
I wave behind Hugor.
Well,
You're supposed to say Hugor too.
Hugo, who?
That's okay.
Hugo. Hello, good morning. How are you feeling?
Hey,
Are you having any sort of weird cravings today? Like maybe, I don't know, flesh?
I don't think that's what happened, Ruby. You see, well, Otto's gone. It was the cold. Oh, everyone's that brought people back.
Well, where is Otto gone to?
We've been a while.
Oh, well, we can get him back. That's no problem. My great grandmother made that place, so, or she's really good in there. I don't really know exactly. It's a little fuzzy.
But I don't know if I'm being clear, guys. He left on his own.
To save Hugor.
Well, yeah, but what if he doesn't want to come back?
Oh, well, Poppy, sometimes, you go through these changes in life and you may be not prepared for them, but I mean, it is. No, I'm talking about people leaving our life. Or that too.
But that's like, well, I was gonna say that's like if your parents abandon you, but in my experience.
Well, yeah. You know, the thing about it is, Poppy, is that sometimes these people make choices, and we gotta respect their choices.
Okay, but that applies to other people, not me and Otto. We're gonna live together forever.
Well, then if he made that promise to you, I'm sure that he will come back to you.
Sorry, I thought someone said I snored.
Oh,
I
no.
was like, oh no.
But yeah, well, so Poppy, it just, people make these choices, and sometimes we have to make sure that we respect their choices. And as long as they are good for them, though, you know, if they're harming themselves with these choices, then maybe we ought to step in. But I don't believe that Otto is making a bad choice here. I think that he is going to explore the potentials of his past and get to know that a little bit better so that he can make better informed decisions in the future. And I mean, I'm trying to remember how much Rui actually knows about this situation. You know, there's a lot that we don't know about him, and a lot that we don't know. So maybe while Otto is out figuring out his past situation, we can help you figure out yours and handle this whole situation with your dad and your brother, and you can figure out where you want to go from here.
But I don't want to discover my business. That doesn't matter. I lived with Otto my whole life. We're just gonna go get Otto back.
Well, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. But I am saying that there is a situation that we might need to handle. That being your dad. What is his name? Kamartaj?
Dark Karn.
Dark Khan. That was the first weird sounding. I knew that was not him.
Hey!
Dark Khan. Dark Khan.
Dark.
Well, I don't know. I've never met the man.
Well, anyways, I think we ought to figure out that so that he doesn't keep on killing people, you know? If you take him out, he'll stop following us. Easy peasy. Then we can rescue Otto easier.
That's a good idea. I guess I'm not that emotionally attached to him, so his death wouldn't really bother me that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should take that care of that while Otto's figured out himself.
So is that normal among Eric Copper? Do y'all just kill off your parents?
Oh, well, no.
Oh.
But if our parents are trying to kill us or kill people around us, then maybe we ought to. I don't know. But I love my mama and my daddy. I think Amos might have a lot to say about that, but
Well,
About
it's
my
not
dad.
killed anybody around me. I mean, to be honest, I don't really think I like this village that much. I kind of whisper that just in case someone overhears.
I agree with you too.
But I think we should probably go tell Issa Huber's all that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. She did come to try and save him. So yeah, let's go get him.
Issa, by the time they get to your door, you're assumedly very awake by them.
I think in canon I had to be praying for like the last hour of the long rest anyway. So at this point, I just kind of hear my name just open the door.
Yep.
Just Hugor's back.
Yeah. I think it's a weird thing in this group where people usually don't stay dead. I mean, honestly, there's a good chance Creed will come back and you'll get kicked out.
No meta comments, please.
I just want to look at like my amulet of prayer and just like, what am I doing here? Well, it's time to see Hugor's return. How?
Oh, Otto has an evil girlfriend who apparently can bring people back to life, but only if he left me, and it was very heartbreaking, and I cried all night.
So
We're gonna go get it back.
Otto has defected to the cult of Satella in exchange for Hugor's life?
I think defect is a really strong word, but effectively, yes.
Satella, the number 2 threat to the entire kingdom?
Yeah, but Otto would never hurt us, or he would never hurt me, so it's fine.
No, I don't pin the blame on him. Satella's powerful and surely manipulative. I'm just merely concerned for the party and the world.
But not for Otto.
The party, he was included.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get going, honestly. The small town politics are beginning to grate a bit.
Well, I was talking about that with Rui, actually, and she thinks I might need to kill my dad before we head out.
The one in Estrax?
See, is he in extracts?
Well, I don't know
Did
if
we
I'm
get you intel?
I don't think so. I mean, to be honest, it's been a whirlwind of a day.
Yes. It has been unfortunate. We have suffered losses, physical and mental, and dare I say spiritual, in the last 24 hours.
I think I'm kind of falling apart, but not in like the cool way that Godric does.
Do you need do you need healing?
Well, I just feel like I'm going to explode and kill everybody, and it's
Do you
really
need
upsetting. I'm hungry all the time. No, I'm fine.
I learned Detect Good and Evil and then cast it on Poppy. I kid.
I cast Detect Alignment Change. This feels chaotic!
I'm chaotic good.
Yeah, I know, she's flipping into neutrality though. She's gotta do something unhinged.
So chaotic that we went neutral.
Every time.
Anyways, Godric, on your perception check, around the horn, you basically hear, and then after you exit the building, you hear and then see a small crowd forming. Mostly, I mean, there's gonna be more than is appearing on screen, but they all seem to be kind of murmuring and talking and looking at the horn, at specifically the base of the horn. But from your vantage point by the house, you cannot see what they're looking at.
Can I move closer to get a look?
Sure. You'll probably need to actually be a little bit closer than that, but basically there's more people than are actually there, but those are the only ones that have names. So you're basically you're gonna have to kind of shove your way to the front. And they're lying at the base of this immaculate horn statue is Sula's head.
Oh. Remind me, where did we leave Sula last?
You left him at the spot where Hugor had died.
See him again.
Did he kill himself?
Like,
Yes,
is
he
it
ripped
just
his
the
head off.
head?
Brutal way to do that.
Looking a bit further after the initial shock, you see written in blood along the actual base of the statue. Deliver Poppy at this spot tonight, or else. That's all it says.
Do I notice anything about any interesting reactions in the crowd? Anyone overacting?
Looking at the crowd, Anastasia's group is kind of looking at his head more mournfully and kind of respectfully. This group over here, I need to be on the right layer. There we go. This group over here, Seely, Daphne, Orion, them, they're kind of murmuring to themselves, not necessarily in a make an insight check. Why not?
All right, here we go. Go time. Oof, very close.
While this is happening, I do the box check and stuff.
Yep.
Canonically.
Jet 13?
Yeah.
You can't really tell what they're murmuring about. They're definitely they seem shocked. Andy, however, kind of talking to the people around him. See, I told you he was no knight, no adventurer. This Sula, disrespectful of this entire town, killed in the middle of the night. You think these adventurers are here to help us? All they are here to do is provide more bodies for these vampires to eat. It is up to us to fight back.
I'm thinking. Checking out my spell list real quick. For no reason.
As you are thinking, walking up kind of behind you. Oh, I forgot to.
No overreacting for me, not yet.
Walking up behind you, you hear a gasp and then a scream as Sula's mistress, Elizabeth, falls to her knees, crying. Her eyes, at hearing Andy's words, start to glow a bright gold. But Ramon is trying to pull her away before she can start a fight. basically. You all in Lulu house hear the scream. Kind of a shrill break in the the peaceful, happy morning that you were having.
I'd like to look out the window.
I'm gonna begin moving back toward the house after I hear the scream. I'm getting out of Dodge.
Yep. Looking out the house, you see the gathered crowd. You cannot make that they're all around the horn. You see Elizabeth fall to the ground, crying. Ramon trying to comfort her while also keeping her away from the scene. You see Godric walking back past them.
I don't see suicide.
You'd not see it from your vantage point.
I hide away from the window.
Does my purple thing go away when I sleep?
No,
No.
you are still. It's pink, but you are vibrant pink still.
We'll make it purple. Can I transbog into purple?
Sure, why not?
I think after I heard the scream, I look around and just kind of realize, oh, Godric's missing. I just kind of, look at my amulet like, another one. Then.
As you all kind of start gathering into the
Have a minute.
the living room around the vampire bodies, as in Lulu, Valar, and for which Storm and the rest of her entourage make their way down. Valar says, "Do you all know what the commotion is about outside?" And it's about that point that Godric probably makes his way into the building.
I'm just gonna nonchalantly walk in like I'm like not acknowledging the literal elephant.
Do you know what's going on out there?
Oh hey, guys, I was just thinking. Sorry.
It sounded really weird.
Had my coffee yet. Hey, for no particular reason, what say we just get the fuck out of here, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Define get fucking here.
Oh. You must be new to these parties, sir.
I'm quite experienced.
Valar gives you a cold look, Godric, and says,
Who does?
Valar,
Okay.
what is going on out there, Godric?
Alright. Well, I'll give you one guess.
Lulu raises her hand. Ooh, can I guess too?
Only one. Per group.
Guesses he made. He knows the answer. Remember that. Like who doesn't know the answer?
Yes, I guess.
Yes, really.
So I think that Poppy's dad, Darkon, has come to turn himself in, and that way we can save all of the Dampairs and the Feywoods and all of these town people.
Roll the deception.
Who gets it?
More vampire.
There you go. It's like the one who's been paying attention knows what's going on.
Apparently my dad was serial killer.
Valar.
Unfortunately, it appears the vampires have struck again. Well,
More villagers.
Thula's dead.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Hugo, I don't know if you were conscious during this time, but I believe that that Sula said he tried to fight the vampires off with you, and last we saw him, he still had his head, as it were, and that is no longer the case.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine getting your head.
And there's more.
Yeah.
And this is where things get complicated. And I kind of look at Issa a little bit.
Should we be discussing this here? And I like side eye Lulu.
Oh, she's giving you the most eager of looks. Not you, but your group in particular, the most eager of groups. Not you in particular.
All they gotta do is walk a block to know what's happening. So we want to withdraw, we can, but frankly, I don't see the point. Time seems to be of the essence here. There was a note with Sula's head, and the vampires are demanding that we deliver you, Poppy, tonight.
Well, that just doesn't work. I'm off to go get Otto right now.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not just.
Where's Otto?
He left. That's why he was alive. I was trying to tell you, but you wouldn't wake up.
What do you mean he left?
He
went to that witch, didn't he?
He did it for Hugor.
Valor speaks up. He went to Satella?
Y'all weren't going to save our friend.
And he kind of starts contemplating again.
But we can't just leave him there. I told him I'd come for him.
No, we can't, but Poppy, I think Otto is safe for the time being, and we are not, and we have to take care of ourselves first if we're gonna rescue Otto.
Hear me out. It's two birds with one stone. If I stay here, this village is in danger. But if I go into Feywild, he'll follow.
No, think about it.
Oh, the notes. The village is in danger if you don't show up.
Exactly. Poppy, they haven't been attacking us, they've been attacking these innocent people to get to you. And it's working. So, this is sort of a damned if we do, damned if we don't situation.
I mean, God, you should know best. Anyone who's willing to do this isn't just going to. Even if I did go meet him.
Let's be clear on something. I'm not saying we go meet him. I'm saying we go kill the bastard. But
Is that like a normal thing for y'all culturally? Do you just kill your parents?
no. But what do you mean, y'all? We're not vampires. You're not either.
But
Anyways.
Rui recommended it, and I'm just wondering, like, was that a rite of passage that I missed out on? And I look around the room.
They all look very confused.
I get like a light bulb in my head. Yes, you did. We've all killed our parents, and it's time for you to do the same. So let's set a trap in the town square or something and kill this motherfucker.
Old man Parkinson goes, I had a great relationship with my father. He loved me. Right?
Was that older man
No.
Parker?
What did you say, Issa?
I said, is that older man Parker? His father?
Yeah, it's older man Parker.
Yeah, his father older.
Older man Parkerer, actually.
Two. The sequel. The prequel?
It is at this point that Lulu lets out a loud yawn. Well, Valor has informed me of what y'all all learned yesterday and last night. And I just thought I'd let you know that with the evidence of actual vampires on my ruined floor and carpet, I am calling off the order to kill all the Dompier in the Feywoods, I suppose. Thought that would be of some comfort to you.
Like saying, sorry, I tried to kill your whole tribe. You know?
I mean, to be fair, we hadn't tried yet. Valor was very slow about following the order.
My eyes sparkle a little bit at Valor. Really?
Yes, I was. He does not look very keen to admit this in front of his mistress, but says, "Yes, I was not very quick about it. No."
the nicest thing I've heard all day.
I literally came back to life today.
Right, yeah. Rights and everything, but there's sort of an angry mob starting to form outside, and they don't seem too happy with us being here. So,
Do they know my
yeah.
Some of them do probably.
So
He's also on the base of the statue now, so
we need to make it and act on it.
Well, I think your village should evacuate to the Feywild.
do you know how to get into the Feywild?
Oh, Hugorbius said he knows people.
To get into the Feywild?
That says maybe.
This is news to me. Does he?
Well, he told me earlier, and I was unsure about going after Otto, and he said he knows some people that could get us there, so we're fine, right? Hugor, you wouldn't lie to me about this.
I did not lie to you, but you're putting words in myself. I said I bet I know people. You're adventurers, dude.
But you said it with such confidence.
Yeah, like we probably do. I'm pretty confident that I bet at least one person was there.
Well, I must admit, last time I heard a very confident statement from you, it was, in fact, false.
Give me my horn back. In the shell. I'm leaving. Now.
There is a knock at the door.
I scurry up to the ceiling.
Spider Poppy.
I'll open the door. I'll crack it open. Like,
It is
we help you.
it is Ramon of House Elizabeth. And he says, hello there. I don't think I know you. Mistress Lulu, the families are gathering in an hour to discuss matters. He says cautiously with the mixed crowd in front of him.
I will relay the message to the family.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Close the door. All right. Sounds like we've got an hour to get out of Dodge or come up with a plan. So I have a wild card. I'd like to hear some thoughts. Here's what I got. You remember that old lady from the auction, the hot vampire lady, Carmelia?
Oh yeah. What? Had you seen her here?
Well, she tried to charm me yesterday and forced me to bring her potion. I don't know how she's got magics at such long range. Maybe she's close by. I don't know. But perhaps we could maybe get some help of a wizard around here and see if we could trace the origins of such charm and then take the fight to them. I look around and I start looking at Lulu and
Do
people who live here.
you know where Carmelia is?
No, that's why we need to trace where the charm came from.
Oh, do you know how to do that?
Nope, that's why we
But-
should get the help of a wizard.
Oh, we'll know where they're going to be. I mean, they're going to go to the meeting place.
Wait, no, I don't think Carmelia is one of these families. Carmelia's a vampire.
Camille's the vampire who looked at you funny at the auction.
Well, I'm used to people looking at me funny.
He says while still hanging to the ceiling.
No, I'm standing now.
Oh, okay.
Standing now.
I look back to Lulu and her, I forget his name,
Valor.
Valar, and hoping to see if they can help me out with my idea.
Valar says, don't know if any tracking within our family, but one of the families might have something like that. It is time that we converge all this information.
I think your best chances are to unite. The vampires aren't just killing villagers, they're also killing vampire shifters. You're all in danger in this area by nature of the fact that I was left here. So I think your forces would stand a lot better chance if y'all all grouped up against this enemy. I think your defenses would benefit.
And so too, perhaps, if you're all gathered in one place, we could begin cross-analyzing our alibis. Some family knows more than they let on.
This is probably true. We would definitely like you all's help with that, and in exchange for rooting out our vampire problem, I offer you this. I do know how to get into the Feywild.
You said that to me?
Valar.
I run up and I hug him. Like, I knew you were good.
Please, this
His auto attacks. No. Shing, 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 shing.
please, this is uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do look better for
But yes. Once I can assure that my mistress will be safe from vampires, I can help you all go into the Feywild and possibly go with you. I've only been... No, please. I can...
be best friends.
Oh, okay. I will personally escort you all as not just a member of a knight, the Reinhardt of this village, but also as the co-captain of the Solo Guard.
Without breaking up this conversation, can I cast Chill Touch to knock on the door at my little house?
Oh, you do, and the magic just goes in there. Like it doesn't even get a knockoff. It just But Valar says, Isa is probably right. One of the families must know a bit more than they're letting on. Or at least have a plan for routing out this problem by now.
I had a good plan.
Sure, Poppy.
I wish that I was.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you all kind of discuss as a group, if that's what you want to move forward.
One crisis averted, another, a solution in the making. Only the vampire question's truly an obstacle.
So, I guess that means we need to go back to the woods to meet her. I'm sure I could get the damn clear. Well, we need the groups to. Well, I don't know if the damn pair will go. They're kind of hiding in Feywild. But the shifters will have no choice but to help. I mean, they're in danger here too.
That is very true, but Poppy, are you going to be able to work with the shifters?
Well,
They treated you so poorly in the past.
yeah, to be fair, I probably like them more than I like these villagers.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, we could round them all up, I'm sure.
And then, Godric, you seem like you know your way around a military operation? I'm not really sure what you call these things.
Or, why do we need such a large scale attack anyways?
Well, you see the villagers, they're not very strong, Godric, and there's only so many of us.
And I think the 7? There's 6 or 7 of us now. 6.
6.
The 6 of us ought to be sufficient enough.
Well,
7 with Valor.
11 with Valor. 12 with Valor, actually. 13.
I mean, to be quite frank, I don't really feel like risking another death after what Otto just did for us. I think the more people we can get, the better.
I think if we bring other weaker people, that the death toll will simply rise.
Well, okay, listen, hear me out. I think the shifters are, quite terrible hunters compared to myself. But I set the bar really high. I mean, compared to some of these villagers, those shifters could wipe the floor with a lot of you guys. No offense, and I look at the humans in the room.
Has anyone mentioned, I can't remember, Waylon in front of Valor?
They've just strictly been referring to it at most as the brother Poppy.
Were they not in the same room 8 hours ago?
Valor had left before Waylon had come in.
Right.
Or he had gone upstairs, I should say.
They're 15 feet away from each other, max.
Well, you know, we're stealthy.
Valor and Waylon have never been in the same room as each other. What mean?
Dang. Wow.
Which, to remind you all, the last you had heard from Waylon, specifically Rui, was he had gone to investigate the morgue,
That's right.
Oh,
but has not
Go to the king. That's right.
returned.
I feel like that would be a detail that Issa would remember that the rest of us wouldn't.
what I remember.
I don't know.
When I roll, it was not.
I mean, you would remember. You remember. That's a important detail in this day.
By the
Emotional time.
by, I think Waylon said he was going to be going to the morgue.
You didn't say that out loud, did you?
No, he did. He did.
Oh God.
I'll say it.
Valor
Well.
says of Waylon of the royal court he's here.
Yeah, I mean, he was here last night. Did you not see him?
I mean, no, I'd gone upstairs to give you your privacy.
And you respected it?
Yes.
I told you, we're gonna be best friends. Isa, don't ruin this for me.
You have Lulu?
No, I didn't Valor.
Oh.
He's got white hair. I've got white hair.
I imagine I'm standing right next to him.
Where is he?
He's went to the morgue. Why?
I mean, surely he still wouldn't be there. When did he go?
Well, last night. But I just kind of assumed he didn't sleep like I did. I mean, since we're family.
Well, exactly. If he's a Dompier as well, so
Did he not catch the we're family part, or did he?
he sure didn't. He probably assumed that it was just a poppy thing of everyone's family,
Oh.
especially with all the best friend talk. But he says, but if he's a Dompier, I mean, he didn't need to sleep. He should have already checked the morgue and gone on to the next thing, should he not? Or have returned back here,
Well, no.
if that's where he had.
He's gonna stay where I'm at. He's really worried about me. I mean, it's kind of crazy. This whole family concept is bizarre. Everybody wants to find me all of a sudden.
But then where is he?
Well, at the morgue.
He
Why
is
would he
one
still
to
be there?
skulk in the shadows.
I mean, I don't really know. Like, this is all very new to me, okay? We can go find him right now if it's that big of a deal for you.
I mean, it's not, but you're talking about going into the Feywild. A member of the Royal Court of Ashana is very powerful force to bring with us.
Is that bad?
No, it's a good thing.
Oh.
It'd be very helpful for both fighting the vampires and also.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I go, you'll go.
Right.
Alright, so let's go check on Valen, I suppose. But quick thing, and I'm still hanging from the ceiling. Should I hide? Am I in danger? And by me, I mean I will shoot at people if I get attacked.
They will not fight. Well, at least while I'm in
I climb
here.
the ceiling and I like wrap my arm around his.
Then you lead the way.
Well, I do not think we need to find Waylon. Again, it's more of a question of why would he still be at the morgue?
I want to roll strength.
Go for it.
Is it a saving throw? Athletics?
Go for athletics. Why not? Why are all of these like this? I'll get there one day.
Oh wait, I forgot we have the music now.
Yes.
I apologize.
14 is what he rolled.
I rolled 15.
He just not able to break it. He just resigns himself to keep talking.
So Issa, you should probably come with us. I mean, to be honest, I probably won't understand all that morgue talk anyway.
can just. I think we just let it be and go to the meeting hall. We don't want to waste any time. If there's no reason to investigate the morgue, and I don't know if Anastasia would let me go,
Yes, and I'm
being
not
a member of another house.
not much in the interest of splitting the party again. So.
Well, I'll sneak in.
Poppy, you are probably shouldn't be sneaking off anywhere on your own.
Oh, wow.
Especially not with my clothes.
Being the most wanted targets in all of
Well, no.
Norwich.
Possible, but
You don't think the vampires, especially the ones that work for the one that made you, do not know about your invisibility powers?
but Wayland, he can't love me. That's what sick of me.
Do you think that the entire cult of Satel has never heard of the spell see invisibility?
Well, I don't think they're out looking for me. They did this thing for Otto. Listen, I'm just saying, I don't think I'm the best person to go to your big council meeting. That's where everyone's gonna be. And they don't seem very fond of me. What if Hugor goes with me?
I'm face palming.
Olua says, well, that worked out great for you all last time.
I'll go to the damn meeting.
So we all do. Squad.
By the way, I whipped out the conch and I just hit her with a eagle's alive. I hit it back over. I didn't hear any response.
Yours does look at his ears just.
Like a dog.
So starts emitting sonar.
Fowler's going, I'll go too.
Right. Is everyone in agreement with this plan?
Yes.
Good.
Great. And as you all walk out, Valor disintegrates with holy fire the two vampires on the floor.
Oh, woo, man. Need to really keep that phrase going to make sense.
Yeah, he disintegrates.
Oh! With holy fire. With holy. Huh? The corpses. Okay, we're good now. Good now.
What happened?
You're gonna come in the premium, so.
Cinematic in my imagination started loading one thing, and then it like rewound and played it with tape.
So the meeting place is taking place at Scarlet House. As soon as you all walk in, Andy just says, "Oh, not them! Really?
Hey, how's it going?
Wait, why is the elephant man walking around now?"
What do you mean?
There's no elephants here.
Yeah, he's not an elephant. Just same as I'm not a bird.
No, you're definitely a bird, and that's definitely an elephant. That's definitely a snake.
Now, sir, I
You're
understand
definitely a dickhead.
that you probably haven't been out of this town very much, but
Never,
there
yes.
what?
Never have ya.
Well, see, exactly. You've not experienced the world, and therefore you do not know nothing. I'm not a bird, as same as my friend is not an elephant.
So what?
That'd be Andy.
And I'm not a vampire.
Let's all point and laugh at Andy for being a big idiot.
Ha ha
Being a village idiot.
ha.
He starts to raise his axe, and Catherine says, "Now, Andy," and just puts her hand on his chest. "Don't listen to the commoners. It's all right."
I think I'm gonna grumble this under my breath. We're adventurers, not commoners.
Hey, Lila. I bet the people might know when you welcome this guy.
Do it.
No, it's a 9 level spell. It's just like
It's
7 or 8. Something. It's size one.
Bummer.
Scooby would have zero problem doing that.
Yeah.
Seeley speaks up and says, now that we've lost someone as high-ranking as Sula in the town, and she kind of gives a consoling glance over to Ramon and Elizabeth. It is time we need to come together to really solve this vampire problem.
Can I whisper to Poppy? He was high ranking in this town.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
I think I said some mean things. And then he died.
Yeah, I think it's your fault.
Well, it kind of is. My dad killed him.
That is true. But that doesn't mean it's your fault.
Does anyone have any information about the vampires while they're in this town that they could bring forth to the entire group? She looks around kind of the entire room before her eyes land on Maita and Hugor. Just as a reminder, this is the woman that said that she believed that there was a traitor amongst the families that was supplying information.
That's her.
A double play. That's interesting.
I didn't hear their question.
She asked if there was anyone in the room knew any information about why the vampires would be in this town attacking people, any information about the vampires at all.
Don't you know?
I don't think we know anything. We just know, you and I, out of character, we just know that they were looking for Poppy.
Yeah, because we weren't in the. Well, how much do I remember? I don't know, but Maida would know. How much would I know from the forest of what's happening? How much did they debrief me on?
They debrief you on everything, so you know that Poppy is a true Dompier made by a Darkon. You have a bingo book, so you know that Darkon is one of the big bads on the bounty list. He lives over in Estrax. So he's basically in town to get his property. Waylon of the Royal Court is also a true Dompier, Poppy's brother in the same sense. A true Dompier basically being a being that has always been a Dompier, was never a humanoid before that, was not transformed into a Dompier.
So who is this conversation with? Sorry.
This is Seeley that started that.
Well, you could excuse me and our good friend Hugo here for a moment. He's just recently been revived. I need to catch him up to speed on a thing or two. We can politely walk to a secluded area in the road.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I relay the information quietly, hopefully with no one else hearing.
Make a stealth check. We call it stealth.
Okay. Still. You don't want to pass without trace or whatever it is? You think that you can get out of jail free? 21.
Alright.
You don't need it, see?
And then, I relay the information to Hugor. Okay. Are we ready to head back? I would suggest keeping our cards close to the vest and only letting them know what they need to know.
So what's the bear?
Here's the question that she said to us. I'm so sorry.
Just what does anyone know why the vampires in town? Why are they attacking people? What is their interest here? Where are they from? Stuff like that.
Short answer, no.
We only know that they have an interest with somebody in our party. That's why they wanted to bring us
Yes,
here.
they were attacking before.
Out of character, since Maida's a smart guy, I feel like he'd be able to piece this together. There was a note in the middle of town, so I feel like most of the people should know that Poppy is a key factor. But they don't exactly know what role she plays in this, I would say. She's a true Dampier. But they know, I think everybody might know that Poppy is like the key factor here, so.
But we don't need to tell them the details.
Well, like they know that, so Maida's smart enough to know
But
She
they
might
already
be
know.
fishing to see what we don't say.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I think we go and say that they just have an interest in one of the members of the party, and that's why we got called here
Yeah.
to dispatch the baddies.
Also a disclaimer that like that doesn't explain why they attacked in the first place, maybe, unless they were trying
Just to draw us here. Yes, that's what I'm alluding to. When
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, we head back to the conversation.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon for that short break in the conversation. As Hugor has just woken up, there was a couple things I needed to bring him up to speed on. To answer your question, we believe that somebody in our party was a key factor, or is a key factor in the situation, because the attacks were seemingly designed to lure us here and get something from us, and that's kind of what we've determined so far with these attacks, and why our group is directly being targeted, as well as just random people in the town.
Anastasia leans forward and puts her hands together and says, "You had said the word revive before. Did you die?"
I don't think it's important.
I mean, your group's now become a very key factor in all of this. How are you brought back to life?
Key factor in saving the whole fucking world too, weren't we? So I would say we were pretty important before we even got here. So
The matter
I don't
with-
think the situation's changed. So
The matter with Hugor is completely unrelated to this.
Are you sure it isn't?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
See, with the deep, you have to see the seat where I'm from. We don't know much information at all, but you were killed by vampires supposedly. Yet you're back alive now. Everyone else that's been killed by the vampires is still in our morgue. So maybe it's a bit of a divine purpose, or you have a traitor amongst you.
Let's call it divine purpose.
as you can tell, we're one person short. No one comes back to life without a cause.
I would like to try and muffle that by yelling or farting, or
Your stomach
throwing a vase off and accidentally bumping into a table. Like, is there some way I can muffle that? Like, oh god, okay.
Can I sneeze with thaumaturgy and make my voice boom 5 times as loud?
Poppy's confused.
Gotcha.
Like, she didn't think it's information.
Poppy, do you think you could give me a glass of water? I believe my throat is quite dry.
Oh, spin out of us.
Catherine will get you some water. And Catherine gets a glass of water.
Too.
Oh wait,
My jug of
I have one in my alchemy jug too.
He walks back over disappointedly.
Listen, the point is, it doesn't matter.
Poppy, it's your water jug that I need. Float like in front of her, being like,
I get what he's doing and I go, oh no!
Make a performance check at this point.
this is mine. Well,
I told you I don't bet much anymore.
14. Good enough. Oh, what's that mean? +4? Or like plus a
D4.
D4.
17.
That's on my shoulder.
That's pretty good. No, I pull it over to be like,
Oh, it's a pot. Okay.
I need a woman.
It's a lemon shandy.
Anastasia just kind of looks amused at you all. Ramon speaks up and says, "We understand that you have lost someone recently, but so have we. And that feels like it. We deserve to know why. For what cause our knight was killed, if anyone. He's still looking mostly at this group, but he lingers mostly on Poppy before turning his attention back around. Why was Sula targeted? Why is he dead? Before, when it was just elected positions, that made more sense. But now it's someone that is appointed.
Seeing as we do not, we've not gotten a chance to speak with these people behind it, we do not know what method they are using to choose their targets. So, unfortunately, we do not have an answer for you.
Thiele speaks up and says, "That is an excellent point, though. These vampires, you're looking at your group again, do you think they have any interest in the politics of this town, really?"
The vampires?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Well, they might because we're not next to the Fey Woods, and we don't know that the Fey area is under the Satella Rain.
I nod.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Sure, but even then, why? What do they really have to gain? And if Satella is involved in this, what does she have to gain?
Have you ever lost people before this?
I've lost many people before. My father's died in the forest fighting Satella.
Then you should know. People don't die because sometimes they just die. Our friend Craze didn't die for any reason, but he was gone.
But some of us aren't so fortunate that our friends start walking again, now are we? She says kind of more pointedly at you.
Do you see Craze anywhere?
I see Hugorbius.
I don't mention Otto's name, but I just repeat.
There's a cost for everything we do. And it is more than most would understand.
Poppy starts tearing up and just clams up.
Valar speaks up again to defuse the situation and says, not really defuse, but Celia, are you suggesting that there is a traitor amongst the families? Someone looking to gain from all of this? Andy yells out, "A traitor!" And he just starts waving his axe at everybody. And Celia says, "Yes, I am."
Wait, who'd she call a traitor?
You can call anyone a traitor, but she's just suggesting.
See. Does anybody react in any sort of way besides that man that said traitor or whatever?
You kind of get the general feeling from the groups gathered, at least from. So Andy just yells oblivious to it, but everyone else in the room pretty much, it seems to have been their suspicion as well. Except for Ramon and Elizabeth, who more keep quiet.
Celia said this.
Yes. That was the one who kind of spoke it, but Celia was the one who accused,
I see.
for a better lack of a better word.
Anybody got on truth? Whatever that thing is called? Circle of truth.
Stone of truth.
Ah, man.
Give me 8 hours, I can get it for you.
Scarlet says, "Well, if you're suggesting traitor amongst the houses, only one house, was missing any victims in their household. I guess Elizabeth House does now have a victim in Sula, but an excellent point was raised. That's an appointed position. And can anyone in this room really say that Sula was much of a loss to the house?"
I don't think that's fair.
Now, we might not have liked him very much, but he was an adventurer. Are any of you all adventurers?
He was a shadow knight.
Valen raises his hand. Ryan raises his hand.
The entire time.
Jostine raises his hand.
But this lady that has said it, she is not.
No,
That was Elizabeth that said
that was Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Don't think that we should speak ill of the dead people.
Agreed.
In this crazy world, I just want you to stop over right.
Well, I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but the dead do make great scapegoats.
That is true. They
Who
have
said
their
that?
voices.
That was Scarlet.
Is she the one who was talking originally, or
Yep.
who
Who badmouth Sula?
was she the one who suggested that there was a traitor?
No, that was Sealy.
I would like to interrupt on that comment and say, well, now why would you need a scapegoat?
To who?
To Scarlet.
Oh, I don't need one, but again, if you're a house who hasn't had any victims and you know suspicion was starting to come your way, a recent victim, someone who you could appoint their position, you won't lose any political power because it's not an elected position.
I have a theory. Puppy.
Bring that puppy.
I said some really harsh things to Suba yesterday, and based on the message that was left, I think he died trying to protect me, to protect all of us. He knew where I was last night, but he didn't give away my position, and surely the vampires would have asked. I think he died honorably.
Elizabeth kind of starts to tear up a little bit. Ramon speaks up and says, I was the last one to see Sula before he left our house. And he said he was looking for Hugo and Maita. He said he needed to apologize to them. He said that he had stolen something, and they were now in possession of that stolen something, and he believed that that's what was the cause of this whole thing.
You go check your pockets.
He believed that they were being targeted because of that.
You see his got clothes?
No.
Work super hard for that. Okay.
Anastasia says, if you're talking about my box that Sula stole, I'm very aware who has it now, and I'm okay with it. Looking at Maida.
She stares right through me. I don't even.
Who done it? Because more.
I'm gonna roll performance on that one. I don't know if I can keep it together.
Oh,
I keep it together.
You are oblivious.
Like that, the super fake whistling. What were we talking about?
Alright, I have a question for the group. Who were the first and second victims of these attacks? In order. And what were their duties, as it were?
Anastasia raises her hand. The head of commerce in my area was the first victim. I got that backwards. Celia raised her hand. The head of commerce in my area was the first victim. And Anastasia says, a high-ranking cleric in mine.
And what were this cleric's responsibilities, duties?
Mostly in keeping track of the dead, honoring the dead, mortician of sorts.
So, what was this commerce gentleman involved in? What was he to make a decision on anything anytime soon?
Celia says, I mean, nothing that I would widespread or anything, no big decisions or anything, but he was mostly in charge of regulating the different shops in the area, giving them licenses to run and things like that. He was just sort of a peacekeeper amongst all of the different street vendors, really.
I see. Well, as far as this cleric is concerned, if he was a keeper of the dead, had anyone died recently? Before the attack started?
Nothing besides a few people of old age. So the Anastasia says.
Well, I've got nothing for motive of that. And I just kind of spoke back into whatever position I was observing in.
Valor looks at the group and says, from an outsider third-party opinion, looking at each of you, do you believe that there is a traitor? And if so, which house do you think it is?
Call a vote.
Just to get you all your perspectives on this.
Well, and I lean in to Hugh.
Is this Scarlet here?
No, Scarlet is this side.
Oh, the one that says Scarlet, got you.
I lean toward Hugh or not Hugh, sorry, Godric, and I was sort of like, well, I mean, it feels like the woman who cried wolf is usually the problem, right? Like, no one was talking about traitors before her. Maybe she was trying to put suspicion off of her.
It's possible. Before we go making accusations, though, we need proof. Something we fortunately don't have at the moment.
I mean, do we have some time to think it over and investigate? We're objective parties. We could...
That's what we should have done yesterday. We're out of time.
Well, that's not true. I mean, we could split into small groups and go to each of the houses real quick and come back in an hour.
I would like
Oh, they're all here
you
right
to
now.
keep talking and role play. Sorry, Carson, you say something?
Saying, well, they're all right here right now, so...
In an attempt to not break the role playing, so you guys can continue doing it, I'd like Garrett, if you could give me a rundown of what each house proposed to me as me and Hugor went around.
Yep.
So I can try and be put on my deerstalker hat.
Yep.
I've solved the case.
So Sealy had proposed to you that there was a traitor, and if you had helped them find the traitor, they would reward you all with a magic item. House Anastasia had wanted to meet with the cult of Sotelo, and they would reward you by opening your magic box. Ramon and Elizabeth had proposed that they just wanted to get the shifter to meet with the shifters and provide protection for them. And I think that was it from them. I don't think they actually offered you. Yeah, no.
What's up with this group?
They just offered.
Daphne, Walter.
That was the group that had proposed that there was a traitor in the first place, and that they offered a magic item if it was found. Scarlet had said that they wanted to capture a member of Cult of Sotelo. They planned on doing that by gathering 3 witches and using a ritual of sorts to call forth the members of Sotelo to investigate them, because they believe that Sotelo had something to do with this. And Tristan, who had peered into your minds, that witch, said that she would help you all get into the Feywild soon, 'cause she knew that she would need that. And just to recap on Lulu's politics on the situation, was that she believed that the Dompier could be a group that was doing this, and to just slaughter them. That was kind of their thing. They didn't really ask you for anything, but that was her policy on it.
Okay, I'd like to interject, I guess, in the conversation. Well, the way I see it is I've gone around town to investigate the different houses and kind of talk and see, as I was coming to look at the dead bodies and talk to everybody, and as well as my information I have from getting teleported into the Fey Woods. It seems that only 2 houses really stand to have any sort of involvement with a traitor. Now, I can't tell you which of the 2 it is, but I know that we can narrow it down to just about 2, and one of them would be House Lulu, because it seems that Lulu herself doesn't have much knowledge of what goes on in the actual day-to-day, and only she's just told what's happening, which would make her an easy puppet to have. And the second is the house that told me that there was a traitor, there could be a traitor. Because they would want to arouse suspicion in the other houses, as well as throw off the political situation that has arisen here, and to draw suspicion away from themselves, saying, "Oh, we think that there is a traitor amongst us." But obviously it can't be me, because why would I tell you there's a traitor if we are the ones that were the traitor?
Obviously, this accusation brings forth a tenseness from both groups. Valar says, "In the interest of being forthcoming with the whole group, it was my idea to bring the adventurers here.
And Valor was with which house?
Lulu. He says, I am a co-captain of the Solar Guard and advisor of their team. Thought it would be a good way to get to know them. Is why I proposed their group."
Yeah, that's a fat insight.
Go for it.
Yeah, it could be even worse. Let's see.
Remember, Mighty, you have advantage.
Okay, I was about to ask you this perception and insight, but not a big.
I want Issa and Godric to also make insight checks.
Let me good dice. Who's the good one?
18.
12.
And
I
Issa.
said with advantage and guidance.
12.
Issa and Maya, you have a hard time reading his expression. Godric, you believe that is true, that there was no malice to this ask of you, bringing you all together to this town.
Right. You are a fellow adventurer, co-captain. It only makes sense. We did have. We only have one. Was Otto the only steering or solar guard?
Are they questioning
And
Otto?
Otto.
Anyway,
Yes.
we did have 2 members of your guild. That stands to reason.
Yeah, I've decided Valar's good.
Thank you, Lottie.
How insightful.
I like to imagine that she feels like that was very helpful.
She does. My radar's perfect.
Can I examine the other group and see, at the risk of being very on the nose, who looks the least wise?
Of which
Of Daphne and Walter's group.
least wise? Def Orion.
Okay. I would like to subtle spell charm person on Orion.
Okay. That's is it a wisdom save?
Save.
Yep.
Subtle. They don't know it's coming from me.
20.
No way. It's a 20, brother.
Not 20 makes feel better. It is 20. She
He's a +9. What do you mean not wise?
A +9?
You can see wisdom save +9.
he, to be fair, he asked him which one looks the least nice. It is for sure.
You fuck
Damn.
nerd.
I did not look at stats before I answered that question. She did not give off any sort of indication that she just had a spell cast on her, though. Seely, to defend her group, says, "We were the first ones to voice that to you, of course. But let's be honest here, looking around the room. How many of you all had not already suspected a traitor yourselves?" And there's an uncomfortable silence that kind of hits the room as they all basically confirm in their silence that yes, everyone had believed that there was a traitor.
Wow, y'all do not have good relationships with each other.
Anastasia says, "No, we sure don't."
I would like to sidebar with Issa.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm just like kind of subtly like call you over, or like gesture that I'm coming over to you to speak with you.
You're coming.
Or
You're coming. To me?
Issa. I don't think we're going to get anywhere with these people. What do you reckon we do?
It's more my own morbid curiosity, Mr. DM.
Mhm.
Remind me a couple things. I'm sorry I was not properly taking notes. Who had the cleric / mortician? Who was he a member of?
That was Anastasia.
All right. And did Anastasia themselves also bring up that he was killed, or did it come up with somebody else?
Mida had asked who were so Godric had asked who the first and second people killed were, and what their positions were, what they did. That's how it kind of came about. So they did not offer that up themselves. It was a question, a general question, I should say.
Well, I'm just thinking out loud. I just think the sudden removal of a cleric, one who would have unique insights into the dead and the undead, is maybe the most suspicious event I've seen in the timeline.
Out of character, did we come to a conclusion what happened to Waylon?
No, there's no conclusion to that. Just Valor kind of pushing back against the idea that he's probably still at the morgue.
I think I agree with you.
Which, just a reminder, the morgue is at House Anastasia.
And we're talking about the same. Okay. And yeah, I see. It's also kind of strange to me that our own Wayland has mysteriously disappeared after going to look at the mortuary. So
It's not so strange to see the royal courts of Ashana meddling.
Godric, Issa, and Mida make another insight check.
on, baby.
Man,
I know that you're all whispering to each other, but
17. Oh, wait.
And
24?
18.
18.
18.
24, Issa, got
18
it.
as well.
The three of you, at the mention, even though you two are Godric and Issa are whispering to each other, at the mention of Waylon, you see the slightest shift, even though the room is quiet, from Ricardo.
As in, like, an uncomfortable squirm?
Yep, uncomfortable squirm is kind of what you get.
Wait, who squirmed?
Ricardo of House Anastasia.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
They're the ones that suggested there's a traitor.
You know it was specifically on the word Waylon, on that name. There was an uncomfortable square. Even though, but specifically you two are whispering to each other. So it's not like it was an audible thing to the whole group. You know that, so from that, he heard you probably, assuming he is squirming because of that. And it was a squirm in relation to Waylon.
I see we are being noticed, Godric. Why don't you
Can I hear?
do best
Sorry.
information? As
Can
I
you
tried
repeat that,
to,
Issa?
I said, I think we're being noticed. I think you should do best with the information that we've just learned and discussed. As I give him a bardic inspiration.
Can I hear the conversation?
From your insight check, probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Issa's hand and give her guidance.
When I shake hands, I also give him a guidance back.
It is at this moment that Ramon says...
I do the Southern Woman handshake. You can't stop me.
Ramon says, someone had mentioned trying to follow the path from the beginning of the deaths. Maybe it is actually better to follow from the last death that occurred. And he kind of says it gently next to Elizabeth.
I disagree, actually. There seems to be a common thread here, and I begin to I like kind of subtly nod towards Issa and Maida, right?
Mhm.
I'd also make this check as if I'm.
Well, but I haven't indicated anything that I know.
Sure. Okay, fine, whatever. So I'm just obviously calling attention to myself and about to make a scene.
Yep.
It seems that there is a link here that I was almost stumbled onto earlier, but it escaped me until now. Who has been to the morgue recently?
Anastasia speaks up and says, Maita and Hugor. Myself and Jacine, of course, went down there with them.
Did y'all go to the morgue?
Yeah.
We looked at the bodies.
Sorry.
The morgue was just in their house. We only met with the two people, right?
Yep. It was Anastasia and Jacine, so she's speaking true.
I'm
That is-
looking at them expectantly, like waiting for like another name, like. Mhm.
I'll contend saying that I can confirm that yes, the four of us were in the morgue together, and then we looked at the bodies and then left. I don't know what happened before or after we went to look at the morgue though.
And Valor, when he first arrived back to town, had come to the morgue.
Is that all?
Those are all that came in this room anyways.
What do you
Cool.
mean?
Well, of course, I have people that run bodies for me.
What house is Ricardo in? What house is Ricardo in?
House Anastasia.
Anastasia. Well then, House Anastasia. What has become of our dear friend Wayne?
Anastasia says, Who's Waylon?
My brother.
He's a friend.
Insight away!
Poppy, Issa, Godric. Make insight.
Listen, I know that it's like privileged information, but I'm playing in character. She doesn't know that.
I will use my guidance here. Thanks, Issa.
Hey man,
That team.
I also rolled a 19. If you want to spend a bardic inspiration, maybe get another tier up.
I don't think it's necessary. So, unless it expires.
10 minutes.
You got a fat 8.
Wait, that was my wrong thing.
Oh wait, I actually
My-
didn't add I didn't add my guidance. I'm stupid.
My other D20 got me stuck.
Make that 21 instead.
Poppy and Godric. She seems very calm and collected about that statement. Isa, you detect just the slightest hint that she is hiding something in regards to this specific matter. At the mention of where's Waylon, kicking the door open,
Wayland.
Is Wayland? Waiting for the dramatic reveal.
Fucking Sula. Jesus
Otto!
kicking the door open,
All in on Sula coin. Bye.
Sula says,
see that. That was 2 seconds before I called it.
Sula says, I know where Waylon was. He was trapped in a force cage under the morgue. Isn't that right, Waylon? And
He said, "Isn't that right, Wayland?"
he says Waylon, yeah. And coming through the door as well. Sword already drawn. Is Waylon.
What? Sula, you're alive.
Well, yes. You see, you're not the only one. He's refusing to meet your eyes as he talks. That has artifacts, and after you kind of left me in the streets, I was attacked by more vampires. I had no chance at all. But my artifact has a special ability that lets me create exact duplicate of myself right before I die
Oh.
and teleport very, very far away, tricking the vampires into thinking that I was dead.
That's the most Sula artifact.
Just because he is who he is, can I roll insight?
Sure, why not?
I'll trust. It's a 16. Or 18 plus 6.
He seems very truthful and proud of this information.
God damn it.
And Sula says, and I decided to follow the vampires, see where they went, to be a little bit more courageous and helpful. Still refusing to meet your eyes, Poppy. They went to Anastasia House, where I discovered that Waylon he was preparing to fight the vampires and the House Anastasia, but they trapped him in a force cage and left him there.
The vampires?
No, House Anastasia. They're the traitors. They've been working with them.
Knew it. Arrest these traitors.
Morgos.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
Speedy commands Daphne, quick, bring all of the nobles into your vessel. And pulling out a lamp, Daphne sucks Seely, Elizabeth, Simone, Lulu, and Scarlet into the lamp.
Unlucky.
That's the second lamp-based key item I've seen in this campaign. I'm getting alarmed.
More than one shot.
That seems to me to be a genie vessel.
Yeah.
Of a warlock patient subclass.
Hey, wait, I had one of those last one shot.
Sazi Naga. My favorite one-shot character. She will return one day.
Fine.
I do feel like in alternate universe, Sazi Naga and Issa are friends.
They're both snake ladies.
I'm probably
Yeah.
like
It's kind of like a happy sad dynamic, but it's more
yeah.
more like a loud quiet. I need to get the exact characters. I'll figure this out.
Godric, initiative.
16. Let me make sure. We check the log. Scroll down on the log. Scroll up on the log. 16.
Poppy,
18.
Rui.
22.
Where the hell is this initiative? Any other time? 13, Issa.
15, yep. I am not dexterous.
Hugor, initiative. Oh, there it is.
He's back, baby.
Maya, 19.
19. Did my rolls?
So it's gonna come back. I'm about to get booked for class in this fight.
Add her, or did it not add her? It added her. Good. Do. Ignore that. Why?
Quick, everybody start extrapolating their modifiers from their initiative. Do the math. This is a good second for a bathroom break, right?
Yep, go for it.
You said you can only do booming blade on a melee attack? Melee weapon attack?
Yes, that's better.
Unrelated, but I believe we're rolling out our new channel overlay next week, which is very exciting.
What?
Yes, Kenneth has worked hard on it.
Sure.
Sorry, I had to kill Hugor for like a week to make sure he had time.
Oh,
I'm very excited for it. I think it looks good.
Yeah, man.
I would like to make it.
Go there first. Only one.
Most thing. All right, Valor to save the day. One of the witches.
oh.
Was it possible that
No, I was a good guy, unfortunately.
Prove it.
They appear immediately in the tracker.
What's that tracker size looking like right now, boyos?
It's okay. It's only 21. It's all right.
I revolt.
Waylon has advantage. Don't worry about it.
I believe him. He's on our side, right?
a good thing too?
Yeah.
I believe him.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that.
Fourth Randy. No, you cannot just kill Andy anyways.
But if I have AoE,
Next NPC I kill, I'm gonna say sit rat.
That adder, no. There he is. Boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, guys. It's Palace first, so it doesn't matter. So to start off initiative, Anastasia creates a darkness around her group.
Nobody.
They're the triggers, right?
Yeah, yes.
Told you. Oh wait, did I take that thing? I can see the actual
Square. 15.
You did?
Yeah, baby.
So Rui, you are the only person that can see that area. This area. Oh my gosh. Why is it pink like this?
Is this akin to the darkness spell?
Yes.
Read some technicalities on it.
Boom. Again, or just is it?
Anyways, Valar.
how advanced is this?
Very.
No.
Valar. Seemingly unbothered.
What? No!
Walks up. Oh, I know. I forgot to add Ricardo. Oops. Knew I forgot somebody. All right, Ricardo's got an 18. Because he was forgotten, he's like last of the 18s.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
Can that black square be like a box outline?
I could just move it to the back.
Wait.
But the people will always show their last known position except for Rui. You will know where they are.
Cool.
So round front, 15, 20. Anyways. He strikes at Anastasia, making 4 attacks. Ignore those modifiers.
Hello?
But what if I don't? What's that item called again? I don't want to get sued by Dark Horse Comics today.
All those hits.
Is Dark Horse Comics? Did you stream?
You know,
Rookie
Garrett's
is
an unusual man at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like if Rui just woke up every day and cast Mage Armor on herself, it'd probably be.
Dad. What say you? You said that. Will you put Robin in the bedroom?
How did that just?
Pretty.
I guess put him in the bedroom then.
Do.
Is he bleeding? Sorry for the disturbance. We brought a new kitten home today, and he is drunk out of his mind off of his meter surgery.
And last one.
Plus, you take the collar off and you put it in there. Did you see that? I don't know if he was on camera when that happened. Aw, poor Ava.
Oh. Then the spines come in. Nope, three.
That was it.
Valor does 130 damage to Anastasia.
Little low, honest.
It really was. Getting rid of the darkness and killing Anastasia on the spot.
Nope.
No trial. Just death.
I changed the spell to take haste, and I preemptively haste Valor.
I'm just gonna keep on staring at my artifacts and just like, wow, what am I here for? Damn.
Looking at the other three members of House Anastasia, Jacine sort of seems to wake up as if he is no longer under a trance.
Ooh.
Cosma bows, basically.
To Valor?
Yes.
Is this a duelist bow?
No, this is a please don't kill me bow.
Oh, I see.
Ricardo, however, still wants to fight.
Sounds like more like a grovel.
Confidence. I like this man. He's gonna go places.
Rui, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I was looking at my spells and seeing what I would like to do. Oh, and I suppose I'll just go with the old tried and true. But I am going to fly over here. I'm like about 10 feet in the air, and I'm gonna just go like right there. Can I go that far? Let's see.
Sure. This room is
Yeah.
larger than it is on screen.
Alright. And you know, I'm just gonna hit him with a little bam bam. Let me get back in my character sheet on D&D Beyond. Throwing a little Duskwing at him, and I have 8.
That's a miss.
No, I didn't roll an 8. I have 8 attack.
Oh.
I just always forget. I think it's either 6 or 8.
2 times. 2 Eldritch Blast at y'all's level, or 3? 2. So that's
For a
2
while.
times 2 is 4. It's 6 with your bonus action.
6. Okay. I rolled a 22.
22, 23, that hits.
Okay. That'll be 8 damage thus far. I mark him as my favorite foe, which is a D4. What was that?
And a bonus action.
I believe it was 8. Then that's 11. 11 total so far.
11 total so far.
And then, you know what? Might as well send my little Ravens after him. So I whip my finger around, send him after him. That is a D8. No, it's not a D8. It is most definitely not a D8. Okay, so it's 6.
Do Veracosters have fingers?
Yeah, I have arms and wings. I just may have talons, I suppose, instead of fingers. But I have arms and wings.
The wings are behind the arms. They're not
Don't be
arms.
don't be concerned. They are 6-limbed beings, technically insects, but
So I have a total of, that's 4 more damage, so 15 damage.
All right.
Alright, that was attack number 1. Attack number 2. Oh, man. I sure do. That was so close. If only I had made her my hex target. That is a 27.
That hits.
The fact that I drew the toaster and didn't know that.
I think you included that.
I did. That's
Oh.
why it's more funny.
11 damage.
All right. 26 total. I was just letting you know.
Oh, okay. How much I've inflicted? Okay, gotcha. Ooh, that was a fat 12.
That's a miss.
Yep, that was attack number 3. Here we go with 4. Threw the dice a little too hard. Almost did it again for another 12.
Yep.
2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't even want to talk about that one. In my excitement of, it was not in that one. In my excitement of flying over through the air, I'm just throwing it as I'm flying and I'm missing on a couple of them, but that's okay. That's okay. 16.
That hits. Yes. Barely.
6 damage.
All right.
That was my action. Were we saying that I have cast Mage Armor on myself?
Yes. That's what we're saying.
Wait. That's it.
You have the bone. You used.
Yeah, I did all 6 attacks.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
Because it'd be 4 with my regular and then 6.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do have another question, just while I'm in the spotlight. So it says I can use my bonus action to coat the dagger with poison. Does that only coats 1 dagger, even though I have 2 attacks with my bonus?
It will keep coating daggers until it hits. So.
Okay, but I can only hit with 1 poison dagger.
Correct.
Okay. All right, cool. That's all I got. Thank you.
Now if you were to say, because I think, how many times a day can you do that again? Is it proficiency bonus, I think?
You can use bonus action. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have a limit.
It's probably somewhere. But anyways, I think you can do it more than once.
That's pretty cool.
So if you were to coat if you were to miss all 6 attacks after coating it, you could then coat again. Then it would be the next 2 attacks.
No.
If you did it that way.
Yeah, so it does say the poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, it's the other OP character's turn. It's Waylon's turn.
Get here, Swarm. He has it. Come on.
Nah, I don't need it.
What does that mean?
That means exactly what he said. Jeez.
Nah. Double checking. He's gonna rage. He's angry. He's been in the force cage. He's been in the force cage for a while.
This build is getting weird.
Rage and also meteor shower.
Not that one. Dang it, where'd it go? Guys, I told you you'd never let me do this again. I told you guys, never let me do it again. Why did you let me do this?
Do what? Have 1,000 people infected?
Yeah, that thing. I told you all. Anyways. Alright, so Waylon. He has advantage, don't worry about it.
What sword?
Kenny, you look so serious.
First attack hits. He probably needs more than 1. It kind of vanishes in a bright light and then reappears. Deals that much, but then like also this much cold and fire damage. 73. We might not actually get the kill today. Maybe. Yeah, might not get the kill today, actually, because he had to rage this turn. Still advantage. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, Ricardo's still alive. But he very bloody else. I'm just gonna go ahead and say his arm is missing.
Yikes.
As Waylon disappears and then in a flash, as if like a comet, slices off this man's arm. Orion's turn.
Wait, who was faster?
Who is faster between
Waylon and Valar.
Waylon actually moved a lot faster as far as like actual movement speed. Swinging of the sword, I mean, Valor made 4 swings really quickly, and Waylon made like one a lot faster, very hard to get.
Dang. The power scaling. Going crazy.
Anyways, Orion just gonna come and basically spin with their two rapiers. First attack hits. Don't worry about it. Didn't kill him on that one. It's okay. She's spinning. Hits, kills, and off with Ricardo's head as Orion just spins in a circle and cuts off Ricardo's head. End of initiative. Thanks for playing.
That's a 19, I think, to go.
Well, gang, looks like we solved the mystery. Let's go up to the malt shop.
Jacine walks up and says, Valor, I've been mind controlled since I've been back in town. What's been happening? And Valor starts to just kind of pulls him to the side to catch him up. Daphne lets all of the nobles out of the bottle. I don't feel like making them reappear, so they're there.
Oh, they're in the bottle?
Daphne pulled out a genie bottle and sucked all the nobles into it. Yep.
It's called Genie's Biscuit.
Cool. Not Lily's one yet.
Thiele says, we may have a hard time convincing the populace that we did not just assassinate another family, head of the family, the political game, that this was because of the vampires, but I believe Cosma and Jacine's testimonies might be helpful as long as they're going to acquiesce. She kind of looks at both of them, and Jacine says, I will tell everything that I know. And Cosma says, the jig's up. I see no reason to defend my dead mistress now.
Now, Cosma, is it?
Yes, it is.
What did, what was her name?
Anastasia.
Anastasia, what did Anastasia have to gain from, helping these vampire people?
Political power. Eventually they would have, after delivering Poppy to them, they would have killed all the heads of the other houses.
I see.
And then Satella was their eventual plan.
Whose plan was to tell her? Anastasia's?
That was Anastasia, and of course, The king of vampires, Darkarn.
Dark home. And okay, I see. Darkon can kill a fella?
He believes he can.
Oh, believes he can. Keyword. Okay.
Did you ever meet a lady named Cornelia?
Oh, good question, Patrick.
Yes, Carmelia is leading this small contingent of vampires.
Do you know where?
They open a portal
Oh,
from Estrax.
I see. Do you know anybody that might be able to do that?
Be able to do what?
In the portal to find them.
I'm listening to see if Princess is eavesdropping might be able to help us.
I don't know if it's very wise to go to Estrax. See, this is only a very small contingent of his vampire forces.
I see.
He has a very large army of vampires under his control,
Oh,
in the thousands.
oh. Do you know if
How many
Carmelia
bodies does he
is
have?
one of them?
What?
Do you know if Carmelia is working with them?
Of course, she is one of his top lieutenants.
Okay.
They were instructed to bring Poppy to her. Poppy, I suppose.
See, and do you know what Darkarn wants with Poppy? Anything specific?
They were not very forthcoming with that part
Figures.
of their plan.
Figures. Do you think you could tell us anything about their plan? Do they have any other plans to find Poppy? Are they going to harm any other towns, such as yours?
They told us why they believed Poppy was here. That after Carmelia saw Poppy at the auction, that's because they believed that Poppy had been died with her mother in childbirth. Vampire birth, I guess.
Yes.
But seeing Poppy, they started tracking down a few things, found a maid that had helped sneak Poppy out of Estrax.
Well, Mom. I mean, how could she know, really?
I do not know if you look like your mom, but she says that she had felt your Estrax.
That sounds awful. Am I emitting something? Do I smell? I mean, maybe like the woods, sure, but I didn't think it was bad. I go up to Ruby, like,
What? You don't smell bad to me, Poppy. Just your usual, like the canned meat that is goodness knows how old and
it's in the
pork
bag of
meat.
holding.
I can smell that, but I can really smell nothing else. Maybe a little bit of auto grease on you from fixing them up.
Well, that's fair. I guess blood and oil, literally.
Yeah. Nothing, not no extracts. I don't even know what that might smell like.
Anyway, sorry. Just apparently everybody knows me, and it's very bizarre.
You want to go where everybody knows your name?
What's that from, Louis? Would you like to break the song and dance?
But yes, they tracked down that you had been dropped off with the Dampier that had run away.
Wait, what? Dampier ran away with me?
We don't know. They still not sure how you actually got to the Feywoods, but the Dampier that live in the Feywoods, a group that had escaped long ago.
I look at Waylon, like, did you take me?
Waylon says, I was also not very sure that you were alive.
Do we have the same mom?
No, they do not.
Oh.
Fortunately, the same terrible father.
Your dad gets it right.
Yes, he takes on many, many wives.
So, okay, if he takes on so many wives, then why does he need the two of you? He can just go make however many children he wants to.
Well, I get the feeling that's not how true vampire.
Well, he already made two. I'm sure he can make more.
Well, we've been alive for centuries. The fact that these women had two progeny with that many wives is probably pretty damning. I mean,
He probably is still trying.
Probably.
Yes, there's two reasons that he has not produced more progeny. One, he is very particular in the type of woman he looks for.
Uh,
I bet my mom's a hottie.
why do you think so picky? She's
And it needs for us to be birthed true Dampier. There are lots of dark rituals that must take hold
Well,
during the childbirth. Otherwise, the woman would die, and so would the baby.
I see.
And that is why he thought she would die.
I see. Did he meet you? Did their team meet you here, or did you go to a different location to speak with them?
Asma says they came to us in the dark of night, but Anastasia for a long time had formed a pact with an ancient being who is allies with Darkarn.
Do you know what being that was?
That being was Dendar, the original primordial of night.
Oh. I see. Mida, Godric, Hugor, you guys ever heard of this being? Dendar.
No. Actually, might make a history check. Actually.
The
I'm
gods.
gonna stay quiet. This is Nandor.
Dendar. Actually, Hugor, make a history check as well.
Can I get one?
Sure.
He's got still going.
I hear religion and serpents. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That one. I'm out.
Probably got 7 on that shit.
15.
That's hopeful.
That's 75% of the way up.
I'm all the way up.
Just from you've only remembered the name Dendar from the origin story of Primordials that you've already heard, that they were the original Primordials went to war with the gods that they had created from mortals, yada yada yada.
Okay.
But to your knowledge, that the old Primordials were all killed for the fact that she was in contact with a dead Primordial is a little out there.
So then do I insight? I think I insight.
Sure, you can answer that.
So I know who Dendar is. I don't recall who gave me the information about him. I know that this symbol of Dendar is one of the symbols in my book. I can't remember who told me that.
Probably Master Fai Jing.
Yes, that's
You believe that she believes she is telling the truth. The truth that is known to her, anyways.
Yes, Ruby. I do know a couple of things about the Dark Lord, as it were.
Dark Heart?
Dark Lord, different.
Oh,
Close.
Dark arts.
Carbon heart.
How do you say the prince's name? It's a Q, right?
Cutite.
Cutite.
Is that the one that teleports us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Q-Dite, they want to know about Dendar.
I totally can't come to the show right now. Please leave a message at the wave.
I got it covered. I just wanted to.
Is she the one that told you about the symbol?
No, she's just in the primordial
Oh, right. The one.
domain, so she should talk.
I see.
Yes, he is the antithesis, as it were, of the great Tyrantaxis.
Kieran, what?
Tyranthraxis, the primordial of light of the sun,
I see.
flame as it were.
Make a religion check.
Me?
Oh,
Still a bardic inspiration, I think.
Dragons.
9.
Okay, nothing happens.
And I hold up my artifact. And it is said that who was the adventurer? It was the dwarf, right?
Yes.
Dwarf, what was his name?
Don't make me look at it.
It was said that his spine, the spine of the primordial, was wielded by one of the adventurers who founded the Solar God. Or was the Searing Ash?
So, Searing Ash. Nope, hold on.
Up to retcon, I'm just gonna say Solar Guard for now.
Almost there. Totally almost there, right?
A founder. Just a founder, man. It could have been. It's a founder.
Solar Guard, Dwarf Thurnick.
But the founder of the Solar God, Thurnick. And it is this very artifact that he has passed on to me.
Oh,
And
that's the spine of Dindar.
no, the Anthraxis. It was the opposite.
Ah, I see.
It just exists.
They were enemies.
Ah.
And also, that's all I know.
Is that how you said it?
Yep.
Okay, Godric.
But you would have actually gotten it. You would have gotten your artifact from Scorn of the Searing Ash. I'm remembering now.
Okay.
Because the tattoos that Kraith got were from Thurnick of the Solar Guard.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
clicking. Ooh,
Alright.
golly, that's like episode 5.
Just plug
So many cross
that information in retroactively.
Hope he remembers the voices.
And that is exactly how I say it.
Oh,
And also, that's all I know.
I like to imagine this whole time you've been talking more and more about gods and primordials and taking a vested interest in things like history. You just kind of see me just kind of glowing a bit, just looking at you. Yeah.
Ethan's not a crush. Ethan, did you know anything about Dindar? Were you able to remember anything?
Oh, sorry, serpent's different. I rolled in that one.
Oh, hey, well that's okay. Serpents, they're not like elephants. They don't have as good a memory.
Primordial gods, very confusing stuff. I know some of the newer ones.
It is very confusing. Confusion. Okay, well, Cosmo, does anyone have any questions for Cosmo?
Really?
Yes. Patrick, you think you've learned my name by now?
I'm sorry. It's,
That's okay. I won't take it too personal.
is there someone in your family line, perhaps very far up, you might be able to ask about? Dog?
That is a great question. One, in fact, for a great woman. And I unfortunately do not know how to communicate with my great grandmother. The only time that happened, I died. And so I don't know if I'd like to try that again. She told me I only have that one child, so I don't think that I can speak to her. Now, on the contrary, I do think she's in the Feywild. Feywild, yes. So possibly if we were to go there to kill Darkharn, I might be able to chat with her. However, that might be a little too late to find out this answer in particular. It would be cool to chat with her though.
I see. Well, why don't you step over here for a moment?
Okay. I have to fly back over
Yeah.
because I'm like 20
I'll
feet
whip
away.
out my notebook.
Okay.
I'll open it up. The page.
Show me your diary.
I point at.
I unwhipped the notebook.
I point at the pages where it has the symbols.
Yep.
And I point to the one that says that second one symbol, and the one that says dot next to it.
That's so funny. Anyways, Dindar.
And then I go down one finger,
Okay.
and there's the Raven
The Raven
symbol right next to it, and
I see.
I see what I'm saying.
Did you write that?
Did I write it? Yes, but and you know that these are the symbols that I found in Sense. So,
Wow, I see.
there seems to be some relation, but I don't think that's relevant here. I just wanted to remind you
Okay.
of such a correlation.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, thank you for showing me your diary, Hunter, and I'll keep that in mind. And maybe one day we'll meet my great grandmother, and we can ask her about it.
All right.
Hopefully, we can find the thin door. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, surely I will. Surely we'll never meet the Dark Lord.
Oh, right. We don't want to meet him. Right.
I should like to meet the Lord Tyrandaxis,
Oh, yeah, because you've got his spine.
or allegedly, perhaps.
You know, you take that phrase, I got your back, really literally.
Oh, I see.
I'm just joshing with you. Does anybody have any other questions for Cosmo? Because I can't think of any. I'm not so good at the interrogation kind stuff.
Well, I suppose now would be the best time to plan our next course of action, would it not?
I agree. Was somebody supposed to take us to the Faywoods?
Well, I was going to mention that actually, you see, I was considering maybe trying to form a temporary alliance between you all and the shifters.
Annie just burst out laughing.
I assure you, I don't make this recommendation lightly. I mean, I'm not quite fond of the shifters, and I'm not quite fond of you all, to be frank, but I don't think there's enough time to evacuate, so it seems to me like you need as strong of a force as possible, and as you're both affected by these vampire outbreaks, it's in your best interest to group up. I mean, that's common hunting tactics. We try to, kill prey that are alone, but if we increase our numbers, well...
Poppy does have a great point. While you might not get along, you might be able to help each other and benefit each other.
How much was that bardic inspiration he said?
Oh, that's a D6. Why do you ask?
I don't think that's gonna help. I was gonna see if I could retroactively redo that religion site.
Yeah, I mean,
See?
it seems like survival's been everyone's best interest.
Anyways.
I would like to say, offer up a possible course of action. Seems that this cult of Satilla has continued to pop up and is somehow intertwined in this mess. Perhaps they might know a way we can get at this vampire lord.
They won't help. They already have what they want. We don't have any more bargaining chips.
Well, if they're in danger of assault and this vampire lord does seem to think he can do harm to them, perhaps they might want to know.
Well, no, they're not. I think they're safe in the Feywild for the same reason that the Vampire are safe. They've been hiding in the Feywild for over a century from Darkon. He has no reason to go there, unless maybe I was there.
No, it seems his goal was to kill Satella after he found you, and
Cosmo speaks up and says, well, they were looking at, before Poppy had arrived and before they were sure of her location, they were looking for a way to get into the Feywild. They believed that the Dompier had brought Poppy into the Feywild, so they were looking into it.
Also, Poppy, don't forget, while we might not have any bargaining chips, Otto is with them, and he might be able to convince them to help, especially since they are in danger.
Well, as much as he might love his lady, I don't think he would ever jeopardize my life. I mean, he's sworn to protect me.
But what does Satella helping these young folks from us have to do with endangering your life?
Well,
It doesn't.
that's the bargaining chip. Satella wouldn't let harm come to me if it would risk losing Otto. So, what if we led Darkon to the Feywild and I was there? Satella would be forced to protect me to keep Otto.
sounds like we want to set a trap.
Balar speaks up and says, I didn't want to suggest it myself, but I have been thinking that it might be a way to handle both situations at once. The portal to the Feywild that I can open, I'll need to open it in the Feywoods. There's a statue there. I can only open it at sunset. Which means we will be very momentarily
Oh shit!
very momentarily vulnerable to attack from the vampires out in the open.
Any control others?
Well, that's where the shifters come in.
Ramon speaks up and says, yes, and if you need help, Ramon says, if you do need a bargaining chip for them, tell them that I offer my land and our resources and food and supplies as a place for them at home. The shifters, yes.
Well, I do appreciate easy land.
Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna activate my form of dread. Everyone's talking, just.
So, does that sound Valar? Valar, very unperturbed. What? Everyone else wondering? Very perturbed.
Ask the rest of the people.
Valar says, so we lay a trap of sorts, open the portal, you all go in while we hold off the vampires. At least long enough for you maybe to get into contact with Satella, or at least definitely long enough for you all to get Otto.
Yes. I do have that sounds like a wonderful plan. I do have one further question, possibly for Cosmo. How is Dark Karn gonna know that Poppy is in the Feywild? Should someone tell him? Like maybe Cosmo,
We would have to
as a
imply
former spy.
that I was abducted somehow.
I think that it's safe to assume that he is keeping a very close eye on our doings, and
But he
He will.
threatened them. If I'm not at the meeting place tonight, what's to keep him from retaliating?
I think he's going to see an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone as well, and take the bait.
Cosmo says, you all could leak throughout the town that the traitor had been found, and that they have many other spies besides us in the town. They would hear from them.
Hear what? That I'm in the Feywild?
Yes, that the group is now heading into the Feywild to rescue a friend.
It's believable. If his intel has told him anything about me, it would be that I would never leave Otto's side.
Yeah, so you did have one of their plans was to maybe use Otto as leverage. Scarlet actually rose her hand and says, well, you all know I do love gossip, and we would love to help with spreading that for you. Looking at Poppy.
I don't know whether to be grateful or disdainful.
Probably safe to be more disdainful.
That's what I was thinking. But if you all will pardon me for a moment before we go talk to the shifters, and I excuse myself and I walk over to Sula. I reach into my...
You walk over and Sula is basically walking. This entire time he's been basically consoling his mistress now that he's alive. And he sees you approaching and meets you, kind of says, I'm sorry, Poppy,
Just wait a second. And I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out a can of meat. And I hand it to him and I was like, hey, I was wrong about you. You are a family.
He grabs the can of meat and he says, no, you were right about me, but telling me the truth about myself is what gave me the courage to to do all of this to make sure that you were safe and that everyone was safe, and he starts to try to ramble before he catches himself. You lose interest. He goes, but I am glad that we are both Shadow Knights together.
I think I am coming to feel the same. And with that, I reach out my hand to shake his hand, much like I've seen Otto do in the past. Like,
and you put out your hand to go for a shake, and Sula holds out a hand and then just goes for the hug.
Oh.
Immediately cast old person. We do that here.
Sula next walks up to Maita, and he says, I should tell you where that lockbox came from now. That's what I was trying to do in the first place before Hugor died and all that. Sorry about that. I'm glad it's you. I'm glad you're alive now. I'm sorry I should have stepped up quicker, but I'm glad it worked out.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to shut up or anything or go away, but like, quite frankly, I don't need to know the origin of this lockbox. I just care about opening it via my own means. I was already offered a free open on it.
Well, I'm not trying to open it for you. Just wanted to tell you that, I mean, I stole it from House Anastasia so that I could sell it for gold to buy my armor and my very fancy armor and weapons and stuff for when I took the adventuring exam. It's really fancy. It's really shiny. Well, it's not shiny anymore. There's a little bit of blood on it, but the goblin Spelunk who you bought it from is who I sold it to.
Cool. Thanks, Kanye. I don't respond. I just keep looking at him, hopefully he picks up on the cue that I literally said I don't care, and now I'm not responding to it.
Right. And he just Balor says, right.
You're banned, bro.
Well, you all will be accompanied by the 5 knights of Norwich, gesturing to himself, Justine, Sula, Orion, and Andy. It is the greatest force that we can offer to you all. 5 proud knights that, and looking at Sula, he says, all 5 of us are definitely worthy of being called Knights of Norwich.
Yeah, Rip, did Zula hear them trash talking him?
He's heard Andy trash talking for sure. Sula probably was waiting outside the window the entire time, just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Okay, now.
Yeah. Oh.
Waylon just impatiently tapping his foot, waiting.
No, Waylon, wait.
Wait, what? Gotta be dramatic.
Well, thank you for the help. I guess we should go talk to the shifters now.
that would be good.
Waylon says, I will, of course, accompany you as well, Poppy.
I look at Bella. Do you want to come too?
I said to me, I am one of the 5 knights of Norwich. Yes. Just, yes.
That's exciting. I lean into Waylon. I'm like, me and Bella are best friends now.
Let's see, how quickly can I clean that up? Is there anything else? Anything else that you all would like to do before you leave town?
Patrick.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to congratulate you on a job well done. You made an observation and a suggestion that led us to our apprehending of suspect.
I see. Yes, you might say I have a knack for how do you say, making sure people get what they deserve. Or
Like a spirit of vengeance or something.
No metagaming.
what did you say?
Nothing. No. Sorry, cut out. Yes, you have a
Yes.
keen mind.
Go ahead, sir.
You have a keen mind for gods, magic, and a sharp tongue and a good wit.
Well, some people might simply say I'm a jackass.
Can we all hear this?
But I appreciate the kind words, my friend. Thank you.
Now, I have something for you, because I don't want to see a good mind go to waste out there. I present to you in my hand a silver ring.
It's just gonna marry you.
Lisa, I'm flattered.
Nothing like that now.
Oh, you're lost. I grabbed the ring. I'm like, what is this?
Spell components that might help us in the future.
I don't care. Do I have to attune to this?
No.
Okay.
It's just me fast lining a thing I want to cast on you one day. It's
a beneficial thing.
warding bond, okay? Spell warding bond.
All right.
The components are hard to get in the right spot.
I will wear the ring and continue on about my business.
See me produce a matching ring and just kind of put it on my hand.
Yep.
I'll be best friends now because I already have a best friend.
Who is it?
Just co-workers.
Oh, okay, fine.
As you all are walking out, Celia approaches Hugor and Maida, the one that asked you all to investigate the traitor. And she says, well, I did tell you two that I would reward you with a magic item if you routed out the traitor, which your group did.
I knew Hugor did that, yeah.
Yes.
Here is a compass.
Who is she handing it to?
She just kind of hands it out to see who grabs it first. She describes this compass. You can attune the compass to yourself, but then tell it to locate a item or a creature, person, place that you are familiar with, and it will
That's fair.
always point in that direction.
I give Hugor's arm a little.
Wait a second. Billy the Barbarian should have this compass.
I know that spell. I mean, do you?
I gave you the bump, and so your hand went like, ugh. It's awkward, like you already reached your hand out to like.
Actually, this is pretty heavy.
She places it in your hand.
Oh, I say thank you. Thank you for my gift.
You are welcome.
Oh, I gotta tune it.
Yep.
I can't. I got shivered. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff going on.
Too.
I'm gonna have stuff in my belly. I'm just gonna take care of it.
So what all can I tell this thing to find again?
See if I got the name of it again. Where'd it go? She repeats the same thing. Secret compass. That's not it. Whatever. And concentrates on a person, object, or location for 1 minute, and the compass will point approximately in that direction until it's closed again. But you open it again, it keeps pointing. It has 24 hours. But if the concentration isn't specific enough, or you aren't familiar enough with it, the compass will try to point to this next closest thing. Basically.
Yeah, this is actually That's good. And what was the? Actually, I'll just read the details. What I said my name is.
Do you gave
It's Otto. Here's Otto.
Say his name. Does anybody else have anything they want to do before the shifter thing, which will be at the beginning of next episode? Just to close that thought.
I look upon us about to set off on our next mission, and I think to myself,
What a wonderful world.
I really miss you, Craig. I wish you could be here.
You'd have a blast in this fight.
Make a illusion check.
Yes! Only those who did it intentional.
Do you still have the bardic inspiration?
Here we go! Can I see that he's praying?
Let's.
Is there a visible component for the praying?
I said that out loud.
Sure, why not?
Okay, I can bad luck.
What? The 2d4.
It's 1d4. 3.
17.
Bardic inspiration?
No answer.
Bardic inspiration?
I used it.
Damn it! Boy!
Yeah, plus almost a +9 on that.
No answer, and that is where we'll end. Thank you for watching. Big shout out to our viewers, of course. Bless you, Rui.
Bless you viewers.
But shout out to the resources that allow us to make this awesome and special. Patreon.com/Borrowbound for the maps you saw today. Roll20 Marketplace for the NPC tokens. D&D Beyond for the character creation tools. Roll20 for our VTT software. Music will be linked in the YouTube. But yeah, that's it. We'll be tune in on Thursday for our makeup avatar stream. Sorry about the Wi-Fi last week. Happens.
Go watch it.
Next Tuesday, we're overhauling our stream overlay, I believe.
That is true.
It's very exciting.
Subject to scheduling conflicts, but that's the plan.
Correct. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. Bye.